I'm sitting here with Joseph, who has just joined us as a business development manager, as well as he's from a financial planning background. So I thought of having a chat, more of a discussion around wealth management, financial planning, which would benefit our investors. Joseph, welcome on board.
Thank you very much, Nabil.
Uh, it would be beneficial if we just discuss about from a financial planning aspect. Let's talk about negative gearing and the taxation. If you can explain a bit more negative gearing as well as taxation benefits for our investors, that would be really helpful.
Yeah. So thank you very much for having me here. So for those of you out there that are actually looking to potentially go into an investment, and likely it might be your first time, you might come across a term called negative gearing. So negative gearing, basically what it means is the expenses which you incur on maintaining an investment property is something which is going to offset essentially what you are going to pay in tax further on down the track at the end of the financial year. So if you do hear about negative gearing, you might hear a lot about it in the news where it's up for debate. Politicians have been kind of throwing it around and saying negative gearing is actually going to be going away. So for those of you that might not be familiar with this conversation, politicians have been having this for a really long time, and there has been no change in negative gearing over that space and time. So this is probably something which I would want to encourage, especially the new investors when it comes to investing in property and taking advantage of negative gearing. Create a relationship with your financial advisor. That financial advisor and the accountant will help you with maximizing what you can claim when it comes to negative gearing on your investment property. So for more information, definitely get in touch with your financial advisor and definitely have a look. We'll have information available for you, general information available for you as well for new time investors. So yeah.
Yeah, that would be great. And in terms of taxation, what sort of, as an investor, they would be getting short-term tax benefits having investment properties. If you can dig deep on that one.
So for those of you that obviously have a job and you're looking to get into an investment, when you make an income, that income is going to be taxed. So that is going to actually end up in essentially the government's pocket. So that is something which you might want to take advantage of. So instead of, say, you make $50,000 and then there's a tax rate of 30%, you don't want to send, if you have the option, which is when you do have an investment property, to take advantage of negative gearing, instead of actually allocating all of that 30% of income tax to the government, you can take a little bit of that back and you can contribute that towards actually keeping an investment property for yourself. So instead of actually having to pay tax and then having to spend that for, give that to the government to spend however they like, why not take advantage of that little bit which you can keep for yourself and then you can allocate towards keeping an investment property for yourself?
Absolutely. If you have any further questions, click the link below, ask us any questions, we are more than happy to help you out.